So do you have questions? Maybe I start a little. First, thank you very much to our guests here and that we can be here. And I'm very glad to meet you all here tonight. Yeah, it was actually the best way to be welcomed, you know, immediately from a delayed flight, being moved here to you. No thinking, no...
That's what I was worried about.
No problem. It's the best practice you can think about, you know. Actually, not thinking, you know. Just do it. Just follow the situation. So now I'm here with you, and we enjoyed this great introduction. And I'm glad to meet you. Many new faces, and I guess people from outside our school are here. Lots of maybe people who have not so much been in contact with Zen so far. So maybe you have questions. And you know, or let me put it this way: why have you come here tonight? This probably you came here because you have a question, because you have a problem, because you have something you are concerned about. Probably it's your life, parts of your life. So, any question, please? Yeah, it's good in a country where you have no questions. Everything is finished. You know, when I come here, I feel this way, in fact, you know. Green trees. In my country, everything white in the moment, frozen. And nothing green anymore. Here, green trees, and have to take off your clothes. Enjoy the warmth of the climate. Yeah, maybe paradise, maybe the chosen country, but sometimes not.
Thank you. My question, maybe you can shed a light about your views on intimate relationship, about couples. What do you see? How do you see it? For what? What is the benefits? What are the...
Yes. I believe most of us here are lay people, and they live a quite normal life, and probably you are from this city. I have a wonderful impression about your city, but I know it's a tough city. I mean, it's city life, right? You go to work, you need to earn money, you have, maybe you have a family. Well, and this is a kind of decision you may face, every one of us may face at a certain point, you know. Maybe this question is also arising because you were thinking about, is this my path, or maybe it's another way? Because everybody knows you can also become a monk or a nun. That is also possible. Because you're dressed in white, so you're probably a white nun. That is another way of searching for the Dharma, searching for the truth. Actually, probably the professional way, you know. But, you know, thinking about this, maybe having a life with family and children and work and looking for the Dharma is quite tough, you know. So you are asking about finding a partner in life, which I think is a wonderful thing. Beautiful, you know, find a companion on the way. It's great. So if you found a companion on your way, that's beautiful, you know. But if this is only for you, you know, only for your pleasure, only for your fulfillment, then not so clear direction. Okay, so really meet with each other. And have life together, and help each other, that can be a beautiful and very beneficial relationship. So when I was younger, you know, actually when I was 25, I was also asking this kind of question, with the background of maybe becoming a monk. You know. So I went to India, like many of us did, like you also did, and I went into ashramas, and I met wonderful teachers there. Started with yoga practice and with meditation, and I had this feeling, oh, maybe I want to become a monk. So I suspended the relationship with my, actually she was with me on this journey, with my girlfriend that time, a Korean girlfriend. Her name is Namhee. She's my wife now, you know, for 24 years already. But that time, we both thought, maybe we become monk and nun, you know. That was our idea. We had this great people as kind of, you know, how do you say? You know, we want to follow these great people whom we saw, and we thought, oh, maybe we also want to do that, so become monk and nun. So we lived like brother and sister on this journey. We shared one room, but just as brother and sister, you know, had this idea. Oh, we become monk and nun. Then we went to these great ashramas in Vrindavan and in Hardwar and in Rishikesh and in some other famous places. I forgot. Vrindavan. I already said that. Varanasi. And the main monastery of this order which we were connecting, which was the Vedanta order from Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda. The main center and monastery was located in Belur, in Calcutta. So finally we reached Calcutta, you know, the place where we thought, here it will be fulfilled, you know. We take refuge, we take, you know, the precept, become monk and nun. So we had this letter with us, but unfortunately, in Belur, we had not been accepted. You know, it was somehow the wrong signature on this letter. And somehow we didn't, that time we had no internet, you know, somehow we did not connect properly. They didn't expect us. Even it was a huge compound, we couldn't stay there. Instead, they recommended a place somewhere outside in the city. It happened to be a very normal hotel just next to the Howrah Bridge, which is in the center of Calcutta. And in this hotel, you know, all kinds of people coming and going. So we were sleeping in this bed, and we found a condom next to the bed. And then, you know, somehow our ideas completely got lost. And we had a wonderful night. So maybe that was my destiny, you know. And finally I accepted, well, I found everything already. Why looking for more? I found a wonderful partner in my life. And we are both looking for truth, you know, for a meaning. And we can help each other. So that was my experience in Calcutta with my girlfriend, and then I married her. And when I married her, our Zen Master Sumsan, the founding teacher and 78th patriarch of the Korean Buddhism, came to Germany only a few months before we married, you know, and I told him, you know, I'm going to marry this lady. Please tell me something about marriage. You know, and then I thought, well, now I get some good teaching. Maybe. I'm a very romantic person. I get some high-class teaching now. So then he said, and it was a high-class teaching indeed. Then he said, a dog from city A starts on a path. In another city B, a dog starts on a different path. And then there's a junction. On this junction, these two dogs meet and have a good time together. He didn't continue, but I could imagine he meant at some point they may go again. And it is like that, you know. This is a partner, maybe for your whole life, but at one point you will depart again. That's how it is. So I think it is a treasure to find a partner in life. It is a treasure to, you know, we are living beings. You know, we can feel very intensely. We can think also lots of things and sometimes rubbish. We can also feel lots of unpleasant feelings, but we can also feel very deeply connected with each other, and this is something wonderful. And then maybe have a family. Beautiful. So it's a great opportunity to share the Dharma and to help each other on the path. That's my answer. But it's not for everyone. So you must find your what this life has for you. You must find that. And you will not find it by sitting around and thinking only. You must attain your mind. As Alex said, you know, well, let me put it this way. Recently I read a book which is called, we got it in Korea, Einar also has one copy. It is called The Song of Zen. You know, it's a nice name. The Song of Zen. It's the teachings of our grand teacher, one of the most famous Zen masters in Korea. Well, he's so famous because he is with him, Zen started to come back into normal Korean life. Before it was hid, the Buddhist people hid in the mountains. You see, hid in the mountains because it was a Confucianist country and Buddhism was not regarded as, you know, they were not in favor of the kings and the government's policy, so they were hidden. They hid themselves in the mountains. So then this famous teacher appeared in Korea, and it was the beginning of the 20th century when Korea was conquered by the Japanese, and this Yi dynasty, this Confucianist dynasty disappeared. So then this Zen master appeared, and Zen became very strong, and Buddhism became again very strong in Korea. So he wrote this famous book, The Song of Zen. And in his book he said, it's not big, you know, it's not a thick book. There's one line which hit me, and it says, if you don't want to understand your true mind, without practicing, then even keeping all your precepts all the time avails no merit. Very strong point, you know. Even if you keep all precepts all the time without practicing in order to understand your true self, it all avails no merit. So, you know, just making a good life is not bad, you know. I think it's good. But here he says, no merit. What merit? Merit? Merit. Verdienst. In German it's Verdienst.
Merit, זה סוג של זכות, חסד, איזשהו תגמול שאתה מקבל כי אתה חי חיים של מצפון.
Strong teaching. What's the point here? You know, like you said, sometimes we understand, you know, and we think, yeah, is correct, and this is truth, and then maybe you meet somebody else, another teacher, and he says, well, this is truth, and he puts it this way, you know. Then you meet some other one, and he says, oh, this is truth. And the Jewish, they say, this is truth. And the Muslims say, this is truth. And the Christians say, this is truth. And the Buddhists. So you can follow one of them, no problem, you know. Maybe it's good for your life and you have a better life. But no attainment, you know. You must attain it yourself. That's the point. You must understand yourself. So a teacher can only point to something. It is up to you and to your effort to attain it. It's your attainment. It's all up to you and your practice and your effort. You know, that is a very important point. There's another story related to that. You know, one time Mara is the evil in India, you know. So Mara was walking with his people, you know, on the street, being happy that everyone is rather behaving bad. Then Mara saw something on the road which was truth. So Mara saw the truth, but just kept smiling and continued to walk. Then everybody around Mara said, oh Mara, there was truth on the road. Aren't you afraid? People will connect with it, you know, and wake up. And this Mara said, no, I'm not concerned. They may find it, but they will make a belief out of it. So that was another interesting point, you know. Make a belief out of it and then just follow this belief. Just follow our precepts, follow our ideas. That is not enough. You know, very important.
That's it, Tamar. My husband for 40 years.
40 years. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Just to meet you. What is your name?
Just started. Itamar.
Itamar. Very good. Yeah, more questions, please. Ah, there was one in the corner. Then next. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was asking if you אני רציתי לשאול את המאסטר בגלל הראייה שלו לגבי הכעסים שלנו. מה דעתו, איך אנחנו יכולים להתגבר על זה?
How to overcome anger.
Yeah. Why you want to overcome anger? Huh?
It's part of me.
So then maybe you cannot overcome it if it's part of you. You know, this is all inside us, okay? This is all part of us. Anger and love. You know, as I said already, right and wrong, truth and untruth, correct and incorrect. Good feelings, bad feelings, this is all inside us. As long as we only want the good part, we have a problem, because it always comes along with the other part, right? So it's very important to stop making these distinctions. This is very important. So don't make good and bad. Don't make anger and not anger. So something is inside you, you know, some energy. And we have strong energies inside us. All this is not good, not bad. You know, sometimes anger is helpful. You know, not so often, but sometimes. You know? So it is important how you use it. So this is the main point. How you use it, how you relate to it. If this anger, if these feelings control you, you have a problem. But it's the same with love. If love controls you, you have also a problem. You know? Because you can't experience love all the time. Already I said, I was a very romantic person, I still am. You know, when I saw some films with some people who fall in love with each other, I started crying, you know, because beautiful, you know, oh, love. But you can't feel this all the time, right? Nobody can do that. So the matter is how you use these feelings. It doesn't matter what kind of feelings. If these feelings control you, it leads to suffering. That is actually Buddha's teaching. So very important how you use it and you get in control. Though the question is, who is the driver of this car, you know? This body, this piece of flesh which is sitting in this corner. Who is the driver? Who is the master? That's an important point. Can you understand? So ask yourself, who is this driver of this car? There are many backseat drivers inside us, you know. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Oh, look at this, isn't it nice? Oh, look at him, isn't he bad? Isn't he stupid? Shout at him. So all kinds of backseat drivers are inside us. So don't follow your backseat driver. You know. It doesn't lead to anywhere. So the question is, who is the real driver? So with this question, as you said, it's called Hadu. With this question, the great Zen master Matsu, or Bashu, I think Bashu is in Japanese his name, he said for many, many years, that question hit him and that question helped him to attain something. Who is the driver of this car? Yeah, good feelings appear, bad feelings appear, anger appears, love appears, everything appears. So who is the driver of this car? So if you ask this question, then you don't follow your anger. Okay? But this anger may point to something. Hey, look, be careful here. Maybe this is the result of the anger you feel. You don't follow your anger, but you attain something with the help of this. That is using your emotions. So don't follow them. Make it a teaching. I saw a beautiful calligraphy only a few days ago. On this calligraphy there was written something which can be translated as whatever you connect, make it a place to practice the way. Whatever you connect, make it a place to practice the way. Whatever you connect. Meet stupid things, experience anger, make it a place to practice the way. Which means, what am I? Who is experiencing this anger? Who is the, or as I said, or as Master Matsu asked himself all the time, who is the driver of this car? Who drives this car? Okay, so maybe you want to try that. Because it gives you back the responsibility, you know. This is very important. I cannot take it away from you. You need to work on it. You need to attain it. But of course there are also very practical proposals. Come to the Zen Center. Sit on the cushion. Digest your anger. And be a nice guy. There's one more question.
What's all this merit issue?
Married?
See, merit, attainment,
Yeah.
all the time puts us in a loss situation.
Loss?
Loss, like we need to achieve something. Something is wrong. We are trying to accumulate. It's like heaven and hell. Like goes back to Judaism, Christianity, all this issue. Something is wrong with us. We need to fix it. We need to accumulate merit.
Merit.
We are.
Merit. I see.
All the time this issue, you know, am I doing something wrong? Am I accumulating merit? Let's try counting. It's all this accounting issue. And then comes this attainment thing. Something is wrong with me, I need to attain it. Yes. Something is broken. Somewhere there is a master much better than me. This is all brings us back to suffering.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit, right?
I agree. You know, when Bodhidharma was asked by Emperor Wu, what's the question actually? You know, I sponsored so many golden pagodas and temples, and so what is my merit? You know, what is the holy teaching of Buddhism? That was his first question. What is the holy teaching of Buddhism? Then Bodhidharma said, no holiness, only great, vast emptiness. And then this emperor who said, well, I sponsored all these golden pagodas and temples and monasteries, so what's my merit? Then this Bodhidharma said, no merit at all. Then this emperor who was already quite pissed, you know. Who are you? Then this Bodhidharma said, don't know. And then he looked to hide for some time. Because this Emperor Wu was not so happy with this Bodhidharma. Yeah, so don't make merit and non-merit. Don't count even good and bad. I said, don't make good and bad. You're dividing the whole universe in right and wrong. That's already a big mistake.
So what's all this Dharma thing?
That's
Don't look at it.
no. If there is time to study the Dharma, then study the Dharma.
See, Dharma makes us confused.
Yeah,
all the time, 7 steps here, 5 steps there. You know, I have parts. I have eyes. Do I have eyes? I don't have eyes.
No,
I'm sorry.
You make
I'm
it
sorry.
confusing now. You go to a good teacher.
Yeah.
And then you will attain this wonderful Dharma teaching. You know, recently I did 1.5 days solo retreat. Yeah, that's how it is with us lay people. Only 1.5 days. Not 1.5 months, but 1.5 days. To the Zen center, walked the door, you know, did some sitting, bowing, also did some yoga and chanting, everything. But also I did 2 hours studying. That's wonderful, you know.
Yeah.
So studying time, just study. Don't get confused. If it confuses you, then maybe now not the time to study this. But sometime later she will tell you when it's time to study this. You may get something from it, you know. Don't attach to it, okay? Don't. If you attach to name and form, you always get a problem. If it's beautiful sutras or if it's stupid books, you know, it's always a problem. So don't attach to name and forms, because you can't hold it anyway. And already he said, you know, this understanding will not help you. I mean, it gets lost. You know, I'm sitting here coming from the airport thinking about some good words for you, because everything got lost, you know, on the way. So nothing. Oh, what shall I tell these people, you know? I don't know. So it's not about words. Don't bother about words. No merit. Don't count it. So, and if you don't care so much, that actually means you can. And if you can put it down, you know, that actually means you connect. You connect. Each moment, connect. Not only with your mind, with your thinking, with your ideas, which, you know, with your beliefs. This Mara is laughing at you, you know. Oh, I got someone, you know. So, attain it. Find your true self. Find how to use your life to help this world. That's our direction. Help each other. There was one more. Yes.
People ask me about Zen, close people, relatives, friends, and about the Dharma. And I can never really explain what it is. I try Zen talk and I try non-Zen talk, and it never seems to work. So how do you explain to people what Zen is?
What Zen is? Yeah, you know, for me it's more easy because I can say whatever. They will listen at least. They will give it a try. You are a Dharma teacher, or maybe a Dharma teacher in training, so you need to explain more meticulously, you know. And we will train this tomorrow. We have a workshop, a Dharma teacher workshop tomorrow. So, and it's always useful, you know. Already I talked about it. You need to connect. You know, if you are in Israel, I'm not sure. Maybe you need to connect. Start from, I don't know, start from Hanukkah. Start from I don't know, from the Torah. At least start from what the people brings with himself or herself, you know, a question. And then it's always good, like he did, start with a little history, you know. Zen is rooted in Buddhism, but not necessarily depending on religion, because it's a kind of attainment. Zen means attain something. So, and in order to attain this, you know, we must sit on a cushion. We must sit and do some meditation, experience, meet ourselves, meet our true self. Finally, that's what we try. That is Zen. Connect with each other, connect with truth, and then help, you know, act. And our Zen master, Sung-san, he was a Korean, he put it in a very simple way. Correct situation, correct relationship, correct functioning. Well, in my language it sounds not so clear. It's a complicated language maybe. Correct situation is quite clear. Correct relationship, what does that mean? Yeah, connect, you know. Make it a clear relationship. Then correct functioning means each moment, what's your job? Do it. If there's nothing to do, don't do anything. Yeah. But if there's something to do, then do it. You know, if there's someone who needs help, help him. If you're with your parents, be a nice boy, be a nice girl. If you're with your wife or husband, help each other, love each other. If you're with your children, you know, make it clear who is in charge, she or you. And one sits outside, the other one sits inside. So that's make clear, you know, that's correct relationship. That's correct functioning. So each moment, like on this calligraphy, actually this calligraphy is the best teaching. But you must attain it. Whatever you, what was that? Whatever you connect, make it the place to practice the way. That's all. Each moment, be clear. That is Zen. Each moment, just try. Sometimes we fail, you know. Then, I'm sorry, you know, fix it, and try better. No guilt, you know. We don't need that. It's difficult enough. So let's not count. You just try better next time. Connect. Just try. More questions, please.
Can science help us attain our true nature?
It can open a small window, you know. It helped him to start sitting on the cushion. But the books in the first place, it helped him. It helped me as well. And indeed, you know, I still continue to read books. I'm actually a scientist. I need to read books. And some of them, I think they are great, you know. Wisdom, together with love, can become compassion. It's all possible. Also wisdom which you get from some of the teachings, you know, it hits you. But it needs some more. It needs some, you know, it needs some, something has to be added, some salt. Yeah. And this salt is our practice, our trying mind. Then it can lead to great achievements. So it will open your windows. It will put some light in sometimes. Well, sometimes it also darkens. Be careful. As I said, you know, if you attach to names and forms, it can always become a problem. Because this world of names and forms, that's not enough. It's not enough. You cannot hold it. It's not yours. So you must make it yours. You must digest it. Then it can help you. So digesting it. So you know, I studied philosophy and psychology and politics. So then when this Zen Master Sungsan, was at the same time when he came, 91, to Berlin. I was a Dharma teacher at that time. But this was the first time I met him. And he said, "Oh, so you study philosophy, that's wonderful. You know, people need philosophy. This world needs philosophy, philosophers," he said. I think he was just making nice words to me. But he himself studied philosophy, actually, Eastern philosophy. Then I said, "Yeah, but you know, since I practice Zen, I don't like the books anymore." "No problem, the books. You finish them. You finish your studies." "Well, I don't know, I finished the studies, too much thinking." Then he said, "This is thinking, this is checking. So you must finish your PhD.
Of course.
Then I said, "No, PhD, too difficult. You know. I'm not interested." Then he was shouting at me, "So, don't hold, you know. Just do it. Not for you. You know, PhD," then he pointed to a bodhisattva, a beautiful female bodhisattva, you know, with some nice ornaments, jewelry. You know, he said, "So you see, this jewelry, that is like a PhD." So, and I did it, you know. I finally finished it, and no problem. So, it's not like you, it's not, yeah, already I answered it actually. Study time, just study. Working time, you know, you work. Reading book time, you read books. Coming to this place, meet this wonderful teacher, study the Dharma. Why not? That's wonderful. So science is wonderful. Buddhist science is also wonderful. Okay? But then digestion is necessary, and attain this essence and make a clear life. That is most important. These days, we already talked about husband and wife. We already talked about those things. Actually, there's also children. So I have also 2 children. So these days, my daughter is 19. You know, maybe I shouldn't say it here, but these days I find all kinds of stuff in my refrigerator, like mushrooms, special mushrooms. What is this? Oh, this is psychedelic mushrooms. You're sure we need this in the fridge? It needs to be in the fridge. So we talk with each other. You know, yesterday I bought some gifts for my friends in Israel. And my daughter, she came up to this, I don't know. You know, if you want to have cream, you know, you need to shoot the cream from a kind of machine, you know. And this shooting thing contains some gas. And smelling this gas gives you some kick. I didn't know. But she bought 5 of these things. And I said, why you need this? We don't use cream. We don't eat cream these days. Well, there is New Year Eve, you know. I need this. New Year Eve, you eat cream? No, but we want to inhale the gas. Oh, I see. So finally I understood. I talk a lot with her these days. And she's also looking for these windows. You know, open a window into some experience. I told her, you know, yeah, you must sit Zen, you know. That's the best gas you can smell. But so far she may use this gas. So of course, I'll read later, you know, what's the danger. It's not so dangerous, I hope. But she has to make these experiences, you know. That's how it is with the children. You have some time. Yeah, connect. What's the use? I make a big fuss out of it, you know. What's the use? She will not tell me later, and it may become more dangerous. So, but I also understood, you know, she wants to open windows. She wants to have some psychedelic experiences, and she tries something, and she's okay. She's not using the real dangerous things. That would really not be permitted. I would be very strong then, maybe even angry, you know. But not for myself. To help her. Yeah, so science or whatever, you know, there's lots of things which open some windows. But then, you know, in fact, there's this nice story. You know, we human beings behave like someone sitting in a prison cell, very dark. It's very dark, and that's why they are, you know, they are holding to this baron, you say baron? Bars. Yeah, bars, in order to get a glimpse of the light. Because over there is, you know, some heaven can be seen, and at a certain time of the day, even small rays of the sun can be seen. Sun. And we are holding, you know, to this bars, close to the window, want to see some light. But Zen actually means you look around in this prison cell, discover the door, find out it's open, and go out. That is our Zen practice. Now, you can explain it this way if you like. You know, find this door. It's always, everything is always complete. With girlfriend, with wife, with children, or without. Always is everything, all the time, everything is complete. Each moment, this moment also, complete. What else do you need? It's complete. So your mind makes you believe something you need. Something is missing, you know, can't be the best moment now, here. I need some food, I need some this and that, I need to move, my knees are hurt. That can't be the best moment. But it is the best moment of your life, believe me. It's all you get. Again and again. This moment world. Everything else is a dream. So experiencing this, you know, whatever, in the words of this wonderful calligraphy, whatever you meet, make it the place of your practice. That's the point.
I'm thinking about how you connect this message for people who are not comfortable as we are. People who has like more extreme suffering in their lives, who experienced maybe abuse or mental stuff that are hard.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you must find out what they need. You know, sometimes they need professional help. You know, if somebody comes here with a broken leg, then I say, well, yeah, maybe I give you some energy, you know, but it's all stupid. He needs a professional, he needs a physician, he needs to go to a hospital, make a nice, you know, bandage, and then wait for some weeks, and it will be cured. So you must find out what the person needs. That means connect. You know, sometimes you can't tell them, come to the Zen center, sit on the cushion. They cannot. Too much thinking maybe, you know. We have one Zen student, it's a wonderful person now, wonderful. But actually, he has lots of problems. And when he came to the Zen center and I found out he has these problems, I told him, don't sit, you know, make bows, do chanting, you know, breathe in, breathe out, make mantra practice. Don't lose this mantra, I told him. Because if he loses the mantra, he starts thinking his stupid thoughts and goes deeper, 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 and then he gets a depression again and whatever. So, very important, you know, what is necessary here. Then try to help. Buddha said, I taught all these kinds of dharmas in order to help all beings. You know, many dharmas are there. There's Hinayana Dharma, there's Theravada Dharma, Mahayana Dharma, there's Yoga Dharma, there's Jewish Dharma, there is Christian Dharma, there is psychotherapy Dharma. Everything is there. There is even, you know, some chemistry Dharma. You know, find out what they need. Yeah. You know, this time in India, I talked about it a little. These ideas, I put it this way, that it were only ideas, becoming a monk. But in fact, it was a very intense period of my life. And I believe that this time helped me also to find Zen later. You know, I was always looking for my teacher. Who is my teacher? I want to learn more, you know. I was very suspicious. Maybe this one, maybe not, you know. Maybe this one, maybe not. Then I changed, you know, looking around. And then, you know, it was very funny actually. I made it short, okay? But it was really interesting. I started then, when I met my Korean girlfriend, I started with Korean Zen, you know, because she was Korean. Oh, okay, start Korean Zen. Feels quite good, you know, not bad. Then Zen Master Ubon. Already I met him in Poland, and he impressed me very much. Then he rang me, you know, and he said, well, I'm in Paris with Zen Master Sun, and we just found out that we will not have a retreat here in Paris. In fact, the school, that time, the Paris temple split, you know. Sometimes that also happens. So the teacher in Paris started to go, it was a lady, her own way. So we'll not have the retreat. How about Berlin? We come to Berlin. When would you come? In 3 days. Okay, in 3 days. That's rather short. We try something. So we prepared a public talk in the university and we rented a dancing studio for the young men's onsen. And many people signed up. But one problem was there. That time it was still West Berlin, so there was a wall around. No, 91. No, it was just broken. It was broken. The wall was down, but it was a mess. There was no hotel. There was no hotel. Not cheap, not expensive, nothing at all because of some fairs and some whatever big meetings. No hotel. So, oh my God, we have everything set up, but no hotel for the Zen master. Then he needs to sleep in our house, you know, no way. And our house used to be the Dharma, the Zen center. We shifted it into a Zen center like your house here. So he stayed in, so the Zen master, my teacher, finally came to my house, slept in my bed, and stayed in my kitchen, you know, and used my bathroom. That I found interesting. So I was always looking for a teacher, and finally he came to me. So sometimes it's like that, you know. You never know. So just be open, you know. Even you're going some strange way, it may prepare something. So never say right and wrong. Don't say merit or whatever. Don't say even it's the wrong way. Whatever you connect, make it the place for your practice. So then sometime is the correct time. Then these people come to the Zen center. Then you invite them, you know. Maybe possible, but maybe not in the first place. So, more questions? Over there, then here.
Sometimes I feel, when I feel this connection and like kind of this dimension that is connected, I find it difficult to meet and interact. It distracts. And I'm confused because it's important all the time to connect to people, but also to have this truth inside, feeling authentic, being yourself, loving. I know it's not a question. How do I deal with it? I mean, it's not promoted so much, so it makes me angry also a little. Like, why is kindness not promoted? Why I need like to be here to feel this? And tomorrow, like I challenge with education, and small project, but big challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Two points I would like to make. First is don't check. So we always check ourselves. You know, how do I feel? How is that here? What's happening, you know, and this checking means actually around, and you put the I, my, me in the center. I feel like this, I don't like this, what's happening with me, I. So don't check. That was a very important teaching to me also, you know. There was a time when my teacher always was shouting to me, looking at me, then shouting to me, don't check! That was in Korea. I lived in Korea for 7 years. So all the time I met my teacher, I was thinking, you know, I thought, oh, teacher, nice to see you. He was shouting at me, don't check! Go, don't check! Horrible. That was a strong teaching because this checking, you know what happened then? I was sitting there and why is he saying that? I didn't check. Why did I check? This is checking. So don't check, because checking means you lose energy, lots of energy. How do I look like? You know, these days I have longer hairs. You know, okay. How do they look like? Checking. Horrible. So. This is the first part. But the second, indeed, it's about energy, you know. People talk a lot about energy. Yeah, if you don't have energy, you can't do anything. You should take a rest, or you should have some food, you know. When I arrived in the airport, I needed some food, you know. So then, luckily, he bought me a sandwich. So I felt much better then and could come here. So sometimes, you know, pay attention what you need. Sometimes you need a rest. Sometimes you need a solo retreat. Sometimes you need to tell your wife, you know, give me 1 day off. But next time you give her one day. You know.
When I find her.
Whatever, you know. Sometimes phone in your office. Today I'm feeling not good. I do that sometimes, you know. Even my body is not really sick, but no energy, you know. Maybe completely exhausted with something. Then I understand, you know. Going now to office would be horrible. I wouldn't be useful. Rather have half a day off and come later. Rather have some sleep, rather do bows, do yoga, whatever. Whatever you need, you know, find it, use it. This world offers everything. The sun, the earth, the water, everything is there. Sometimes you need food, sometimes you need food energy, sleep energy, you know, breathe energy, even sex energy. Everything is there. Wonderful energy. So you must make good use of your energy system. If you are always in minus, then difficult. So if you want to be in the plus energy side, come to the Zen centers. Sit on your cushion, you know. Breathe in, breathe out. Put it all down. Then very easily, like your cell phone, you know, plugged in. Uploading, recharged. So recharge your batteries. So that's another second very important point. Be careful, you know, and listen to yourself. Buddha found out the middle way is the correct way. You know. He was starving. He was almost dying with a strong practice, with strong yoga practice and diet. Maybe he didn't eat at all for a couple of times. We all know that. She knows better. But then eventually he found out, okay, the middle way is the correct way, not depending, but you know, we need this car. You don't need to wash the car. Washing is something else. But you don't need to fix this car all day long, you know, like some German people do, you know, every day. Oh, my wonderful car. You know, they love the car more than their wives. That's not necessary. But take care about the car, it should drive you. You know. So that's another part.
I don't know exactly how to phrase the question. I will try. It's about the connection between prayer and the practice.
Prayer?
Yes. Do you find that this kind of connection, or does the practice offer this side? Is there a connection between them?
So what kind of prayer?
Just asking a question, asking for help. Maybe just saying something, you know, just requesting. This kind of.
Yeah. You know, I have a spiritual friend. He's a Catholic, but very open. And when I talk to him, so what I call practice, maybe with you, I would call prayer with him. Also when I talk with my mother, and she's despaired, you know, now she's in an old people's care, and you know, she's very old, and then I tell her, yeah, mother, maybe, you know, she's also Christian, maybe do some prayers and believe, you know, believe that God is doing the right thing for you. So it's only other words. So prayer is wonderful, you know. Prayer can connect you with your true self. Prayer can, like a hadu or lemai, you know, oh please help me here. It can focus yourself. So also in terms of psychology, you know, it's very helpful. It focuses something. I think it's wonderful. And we also use mantra. You know, mantra is actually very similar to prayer. So when you ask me prayer and practice, how does it connect? I think it connects perfectly. You know, only in Zen or in Buddhism we don't need to have this idea of God, of something outside of us. You know, there's this famous saying of a Zen, of this Zen master and Christian bishop. They were talking with each other, you know, and then this bishop said, "Oh yeah, we pray to God that He helps us in our spiritual achievements, you know, and that He helps us with our having a good life." Then the Zen master said, "Yeah, in Zen we believe God already did His share. Now it's our share. Now it's our turn. God already gave us everything, you know. Now it's our turn. We must try." But it's connected, you know. Of course, try it. Whether you do mantra, or practice, or quiet sitting, or prayer, you know. Oh, let me be clear here. Help these people. You can do that. No problem. Most important is you are serious. You must be serious. You must try hard, you know. So prayer is nothing which happens before lunch, yeah, you know, or dinner, or if you have a problem. Actually, true prayer is, again, you know, my calligraphy. Each moment, whatever you do, with whatever you connect, make it a place for your practice. That's true prayer. When shall we finish?
We finish whenever you feel tired.
Okay. How do you feel? Something more? One more question?
Yes.
Yes. One more question then.
There is another person.
Oh, there was another person? Oh, sorry, I haven't seen.
About checking mind.
Yeah.
You know, checking is almost an instinct. It comes from you without making it. How do you do not checking? Because I don't have you all the time to tell me don't check.
Yeah. Who is speaking?
Me?
What is that thing that says me?
Don't know.
So keep this don't know. Okay? Then your checking will get less and less. So this don't know means you find the reset, you know, you find the stop. This, you know, already running, checking. We must find the reset tool, the stop tool. How do you say? You know, stop. Button. Yes, the stop button. So who am I? Who's thinking all the time? What is this? Voices inside me always checking. Then at one point you discover don't know. Don't know means your mind gets stuck. You know? No I, no you, no this, no that. Only complete don't know means put it all down. In this moment everything appears. Everything just as it is truth. Everything is pure and clear and complete. It's true. Saying pure and clear and complete is already a mistake, because you have unclear and incomplete. So it's neither complete nor incomplete, it's just perfect. So then, you know, that experience is important. Maybe it gets lost after some time, you know, but then return to it, come back to it. What am I? Come back to your practice, come back to your mantra, come back to your question. So that's how you can find the stop button. Stop checking. You know, even the voice is continuing, the checking is continuing. It will not control you anymore. and will not take your energy away. That's important. That's most important. So there was one more question, and then maybe this is the last one. Oh, did anybody else?
Or you put it down.
No,
Your question.
I never put my question.
Okay, I tried my luck.
Thank you. Seems like when you start meditating, the process is like a process of construction.
Mm.
And then, after a while, the process turns around and starts to be a process of deconstruction. This is a very interesting point, the turning point of the deconstruction. Everything falls apart. All these beliefs, merits, attainment, ideals, beliefs, pains. Sometimes it feels quite naked at this moment. It's like a big black hole. How do you feel about it?
One more step is necessary.
One more step is
Yeah.
necessary.
Neither that nor that.
Hmm?
Neither that nor that. Neither that.
Yes. One more step. You know, we express this emptiness or this point, neither that nor that. Sometimes with the sit. Then Master Linchi always shouted, "Cut!" you know, to express this point. And then Master Dongsan always hit his students, you know. Our then Master Dongsan hit the floor, you know. So very important, neither this nor that. So one famous teacher in Germany, one of our students just visited him. He was always saying, everything one. One Japanese teacher was always saying, moo, you know, a Rinzai teacher. Moo. That's wonderful, you know, that is this point. But then one more step is necessary. That means open your eyes, open your ears. You know, see clear, hear clear, smell clear, touch clear, even think clear. Taste clear is also there. So everything becomes truth, just as it is. Every moment is the truth. Then just help. Help this world. So if you connect in this moment, you know, you need to help. If you see suffering, you need to help. If you see a problem, you need to help. By nature it comes. Yeah. That step is necessary. So your practice needs some clear direction. You know, in Theravada, we call it metta.
Yeah.
Maitri. In the Mahayana, it is a very clear concept. The concept of great love and great bodhisattva way. So you need a direction. So make use of this point, you know. Experience this point is wonderful. But then how to use it? So or in other words, what is in our lives, you know, what is the functioning of this truth in our lives? That is the most important part, this step. So each moment, connect, be clear, connect, and help. Do what is necessary. Don't check, you know, just do. So if your direction is clear, then each moment you understand what to do. Then it doesn't bother, you know. Everything is bullshit, maybe. Everything is void, maybe. Only words. Most important is how do you use it? How do you use this experience, this attainment in your life each moment? Just help this world. Lots of suffering in this world. So lots of work also to do, you know. Maybe tonight everything is quite clear for you. So maybe not. I would be very, very happy if it's not clear. Because then you start to work, you start to practice, you know. That's most important. Actually, my job is to give you a question, not to answer you the questions. I hope I gave you also a question. So go home, bring some good energy home, bring some good energy into your life. And don't forget, you know, it's about your attainment, it's about your effort, it's about how you use all this in your life. So maybe you are a wonderful, free person, but how you make use of it in your life, very important. Maybe you have so much energy, very strong. How do you use it in your life? Very important. How to help your country or your family. Very important. So this will always be a question. It will always come back as a question. So then you need to sit on your cushion and become clear again. And try better. So I hope you all, you know, continue with your effort to open windows, to understand your true self and to attain, finally attain or find your Buddha and then help all beings. Thank you.
Thank you.